So I don't know if anybody else has this problem. Maybe you have an Android box or an Nvidia Shield or ONN streaming box, and you're trying to use it. Here, let me show you. So scrolling through your device, pretty easy with your remote. But every once in a while, you might run into an app, a third-party app, that isn't made specifically for your device. And in these scenarios, one thing you could use is this. This is a mouse toggle. You guys can see this mouse moving on screen, and this is going to allow you to move it anywhere within the screen and click on things. This way, if the UI isn't made for your specific device, you can still easily access things you might not be able to. So for this video, we're going to walk through the simple steps to install the mouse toggle completely free on your Android box, ONN box, or your Nvidia Shield and Chromecast TV, pretty much any Android style device. All right, let's get into it. So I'm going to be doing this on my Nvidia Shield, but it works, like I said, on any other device. I'll also walk through it on the ONN streaming box directly after this, just to show you the steps are the same. Let's start by heading to the Google Play Store. This is the same on the other device. At the top, you want to search up a very popular browser app. It's called Downloader by AFTV News. It's just a browser that automatically prompts downloads, so it makes everything a little bit quicker while we're working through these steps. Now go ahead and open Downloader up. So at the very top in the search bar, we want to type in a 6-digit code, and that is 773820. And this is going to bring you directly to upgradeguy.com/downloads, my website where we can easily go and install this mouse toggle. Now, before you go any further, one thing I suggest doing is going to the top right. And if you guys see those 3 horizontal lines, click on that. And you can add this current page to favorites. This way, on this left-handed menu, you can always access your favorites and get back to my website within a few minutes. Now scroll down until you find the Android, Nvidia Shield, and Android TV apps section. From here, you want to click on mouse toggle for Nvidia Shield if you're using an Nvidia Shield. If you're using a different device, like an Android TV box or Google Chromecast TV, click on mouse toggle for Android TV. Now this will bring you to one more page. Scroll down until you find the big gray download button like this. This is the only one. There might be other ones from ads. Only click on this one. And that is going to prompt the install. Now, you may have to click an extra step. It may say allow access, click allow access, and then make sure you check off downloader, click back once, and you'll get back to the install. That's just to allow third-party installs. If you've already done that on downloader, you can go ahead and install mouse toggle for Google TV, and now we can open it up. Now you're going to notice my server status says granted and granted. There is a few settings we have to change in order to allow this app to work in the background. The first thing is head over to settings, scroll down until you find device preference, scroll all the way down until you find accessibility, and now you want to find mouse toggle and make sure you turn it on. So there's one more setting we have to change. Go to settings one more time. We want to scroll to apps on your Nvidia Shield, go down to special app access, and you want to find display over other apps. Now scroll down until you find the mouse for Android TV toggle option and make sure that is allowed as well. Okay, now you're going to notice you both have accessibility permissions and overlay permissions granted on your Nvidia Shield. And now we can go and scroll and we can select our mouse pointer size right here. So just go until it's covered in color a little bit. And this is just going to change the size of your mouse pointer. I like mine to be a little bit smaller. So we just set it closer to that medium area. And then you can also select the scroll speed as well. And also select the color of the actual mouse pointer. So you can have it as a hand, default, or it can be an orb. Now the next thing we want to do is set our boss key. And this is basically the key that is going to bring the mouse pointer up. So I like to use the play and pause button, A, because I never use it, and B, because I don't think it matters when you hold it down. Do not use the OK button. That can cause problems. Do not use that. I will say that one more time. I would stick to a simple button that you rarely ever use and that you basically don't have to hold down. Now click that detect option and you want to hold that button down for 3 seconds and let go. And now it will say new boss key 85. That's just the number of the key. Click yes. And now we can click that save option right there. And now when we exit, let's pull up our mouse pointer. So we're going to do that just by holding down. And you can see mouse mode right there. And look at this. We got that big mouse on here. Now you can see you can't scroll through, But when I click on right here, settings, I can click on that, pull it up, and you can see we can easily click on stuff right in. And now when we hold that down again, watch what happens. You can see there's scroll mode enabled. And this allows you to quickly scroll through screens as well, which is much faster than just using your normal scroller. And we hold that down one more time, and you're going to see it'll go from mouse mode, scroll mode to D-pad mode. And that is just your regular mode. I got a little bit of lag here, so it's kind of going through weird. And you can see back to D-pad mode where you can just control your device like normal. Okay, we're now on our ONN streaming box, and the steps are very similar, but there's a few small changes, I guess. Start by heading over to settings, and then you want to scroll down until you find system. Click on about, and you want to scroll down till you find Android TV OS build. It might be slightly different for every device. Click on it until it says you are a developer. It's about 5 to 7 times. Now click back, and we want to scroll down to developers options. And the thing we have to make sure we check off in this case is USB debugging. So let's make sure we check that off right there. Now, just like before, head to the App Store and we're going to do the same thing. We are going to install Downloader. Now, this is again the orange app, very easy to find. Click on that and go ahead and install it. Now, this is being done on the brand new ONN Pro streaming box. You might not have this one yet, but it's pretty good. I suggest checking it out for 50 bucks. Now, this process is all the same. Go to the search bar and we want to type in the code for my website, which is again 773820, and click on that. And then again, just like before, go to the top 3 horizontal lines in the right-hand corner, click on that. And what we want to do is add the current page to favorites. This way you can click on this left scrolling menu right here, click on favorites, and easily get back to my download section at any point. Now we want to scroll on down until we find mouse toggle for Android TV. Go ahead and click on that, and just like before, scroll down until you find that big download button. It'll always look the same. Now this is where we're going to have to click settings if you haven't done this step before. And you want to make sure downloader is checked off. And now we can install it because we're allowed third-party apps. Go ahead and open it up. So just like on the Nvidia Shield, there's 2 permissions we have to grant. You can go ahead and click on set up permissions right here. And this is for the display over other apps. You want to scroll down until you find mouse for Android TV toggle. And then it's going to bring you to the accessibility menu. Scroll down until you find mouse toggle services right here and enable. Go ahead and click OK. Now you can see both are up and running. Now we need to set our master key. So scroll down until you find detect at the very bottom, click on it. And for this one, I'm going to set it as my channel up button. A, I never use that, and B, I never have a reason to hold it down. So we're going to hold that down for 3 seconds and let go. And we can now set our new boss key. Now let's go ahead and give it a try. Let's get out of here and hold it down. And there is our mouse mode right here. And now it's going to pop up allow USB debugging. We want to put always allow from this computer right here. And now you can see we can scroll and we can easily select stuff with our mouse toggle. So look at this. Let's head over to TSN right here. We can click on that. We can scroll over to more info and we're able to easily access the menu. So it's actually pretty simple to do. And remember, if we hold it down again, that's going to enable scroll mode, where we can also just scroll as well. So there's 3 modes depending on when you toggle through, and that will pop up at the bottom and it will say, let me move this a little bit, which mode you're in. So that's also a really handy feature, but really nice to have a mouse toggle on your Google Chromecast or your ONN Pro box now. And that's pretty much it. Super easy to install the mouse toggle on all your devices. It works well. It's simple, easy. And if this video helps you at all and you want to support the channel, we do have our brand new memberships. It's only $2 USD a month, and it's a great way to support the channel. So if you guys enjoy the content, it allows me to continue growing and also bring even more stuff for you in the future for all the cord cutters out there. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. I'll see you in the next one.